Hi, yogis. It's Chanel with Yoga More. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, I've had some requests to put together some stretches. I understand that, especially to beginners in yoga, although yoga is for everyone, I know for some beginners, a flow can be kind of intimidating. So, put together some stretches for you just to start the day. Actually, it's a great way to start the day to get more oxygen to the brain, the heart, the lungs, stimulate everything and get you ready for the day. Welcome to my little co-star Coco here. And also, it's a good way to end the day. So, up to you what time of day you want to do it, but let's get started. I was going to have us started seated here on the mat. So just grab your mat and sit down, maybe in the middle of the mat. I'm going to face you, sitting with my ankles just in line with each other, not stacked on top of each other. You can also, if you'd like, take a pillow underneath the tailbone if that feels more comfortable for you. So roll the shoulders back, roll them forward, roll them back and down into their pockets. Right now, I want you to close your eyelids and just settle into this position. Focusing on your breath right now. And just releasing all the thoughts floating around in your head. Just to make yourself more aware of your body right now and more present. It's a good practice to do that so that no matter what we are doing throughout the day, we allow ourselves to be truly present for that moment. It's easier said than done, believe me. So a few more breaths here. Take notice of what's going on within your body and your breath. Begin to flutter the eyelids open, nice and slow. So we're going to scoop our hands up, big inhale, reach up to the sky, stretch through both side bodies, pressing the palms firmly together as we exhale and pull the elbows down, bringing our thumbs to heart center. Again, inhale, embrace up, taking that deep inhale, exhale, push it all out through the nose. Thumbs to heart center. Again, inhale all the way up. Press the palms together. Exhale, pull them down. Hands lightly back on the knees. We're going to inhale the chin up, stretching through the neck now. Exhale, bring the chin down. Inhale the chin up. Make sure when you bring the chin down, exhale, but don't slump. Keep the spine nice and tall. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. One more. Inhale, chin up. Exhale the chin down. Bring the chin up to center. Next exhale, you're going to drop the right ear, right shoulder. Then I want you to take your right hand, just a light pressure or light pull. So try not to crunch. You're lengthening through the side of the neck here first, then a slight pull. You can extend the left arm out towards the mat, kind of pulling that left shoulder further away from you. Now we're going to turn the chin to the right shoulder. You can release the head with the right hand. Just bringing the chin towards the right shoulder, just stretching out a different part of the side of the neck here. Bring it back up to center. Inhale. Next exhale, drop the left ear, left shoulder. Again. Now we can take our hand, but make sure it's not a crunch or a big pull. You want to lengthen, sitting up tall, then give that gentle pull. Extending the right arm this time. Couple of breaths here. Slow release of the left hand and then twist the chin towards the left shoulder here. And then bring the chin up to center. Inhale the chin up. Exhale the chin down. Inhale. Now we're taking 3 slow head circles to the right. So you can relax the eyelids if it doesn't make you feel too dizzy here. Rotating about a dinner plate size or as large as you can. Then reverse the direction, making sure you do at least 3. And then we'll meet in center. Inhale, reach up to the sky. We're going to exhale, drop the right hand down to the mat, and then side stretch to the right. So here you want to make sure you're not lifting that opposite hip. You want to press it down into the mat, keeping the shoulders stacked. If your body's ready, you can drop it down to the right elbow and press into the palm or the elbow to lift, stacking the shoulders, gazing up towards the ceiling. So remember, it's not just a stretch from the shoulder up through the arm. I want you to feel it from the hip all the way up the side body through to the fingertips. One more breath here. Now I want you to bring that left palm behind your head. We're opening the elbow up towards the ceiling. As we exhale, you're going to close the elbow, drop it down to the opposite knee, crunching in. Inhale, open it up. So you can be here on your elbow or on your palm. Exhale, elbow to knee. Again, inhale, open it up. Last one, we're doing 3. Exhale, elbow to knee, opposite knee. And then bring the body up to center. Inhale, scoop it up. Reach for the sky. Exhale, left palm comes down. I see that Coco's going to not move for us, and stretch to the left with the right arm. So again, if your body's ready, you can drop it to the elbow or keep it on the palm, your choice. Make sure that right hip's not lifting up. Mine just was. It was creeping up. So press it back down into the mat and reach. Lengthening through the right side. Gazing up at the ceiling. Nice and strong. Should feel really good all throughout the rib cage, that shoulder, even into that right hip bone. One more breath here. See if you can find another 1/2 inch in you to lengthen. And now you're going to slowly bring that right palm behind the head. Open up that elbow towards the ceiling. Gaze up with it. As we exhale, you're going to close it up. Elbow to knee. So again, you can be on the elbow or on the palm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop elbow to opposite knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbow to knee. And slowly bring it up. Inhale, scoop the arms up. We're going to turn our palms facing forward and then bow into it. So place your palms down first, then begin to walk them out as far as you can. I'm going to scoop back a little bit here. Walk them out as far as you can. Wide fingertip spread here. Forehead as low as you can towards the floor. So take notice, those sits bones are probably trying to lift off the mat. That's when I want you to press into those palms. Each finger pad in the meaty part of your palm, press it in. This helps you create an upper back stretch, even mid-back, and then keep those sits bones planted on the mat. If you feel like you can go another inch out or more with the hands, start walking them out. Bring some length through that spine there. Few more breaths here. Again, maybe walk the hands out a little more. Now walk those palms in, lifting the torso back up, nice and tall. So we're going to bring our feet together here, butterfly wings. So scoot those hips in towards the heels, or heels in towards the hips. We're pressing the knees down towards the mat. Sit up nice and tall. You can flutter your butterfly wings here if you'd like. Opening up here through the hips. Make sure you're not rounding through the spine. Nice and tall. Remembering those deep breaths. It's going to help you energize the mind, the heart, and the lungs, your overall body. Now press the knees down together towards the floor. No no bouncing. Now we're going to push the heels out, creating a bigger diamond here. Sit up nice and tall. You can grab the outsides of your shins or your feet, and then elongate through the spine as we take that forward fold, bringing the forehead down towards the feet. So if you're able to get your arms in front of the shins, that'll give you some leverage to pull and lengthen from the hips all the way up the spine, crown of your head coming a little bit more forward. You'll feel that deeper stretch throughout the hips and a good stretch in the arms and the side bodies here as you're giving that pressure to pull. Holding here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Walk the hands in, lift the spine. So we are going to extend the right leg out to the side, bring that left foot tucked in here. Nice and tucked in, heels in. Flex right foot. Going to go into another side stretch, maybe take it a little bit deeper this time. I'm going to place my right elbow, palm facing up. So my elbow and right knee are in line with each other. You're going to inhale, scoop up the left arm up and around and reach in the direction of the right toes. So reach and lengthen. Holding here, stacking those shoulders, keeping that heart nice and open. And see if you can reach a little bit further. And then slowly bring it back up. Now I'm going to take my right hand on the outside of my right leg, left palm on the inside. Twist, face the body as much as you can towards that right leg. Now we're going to walk it out, grabbing the ankle, your shin, whatever you can. Maybe you're reaching your toes and twisting towards that right knee. If you want to take this stretch a little bit deeper and feel it more so in the left side body, you can take your left hand on the outside edge of the right foot, swing your right arm behind you, place it on the mat, and then twist your torso so you're bringing the left ear towards the right knee. But that's a little bit more advanced in the stretch. You can stay here if you'd like and just keep stretching and breathing through it. Maybe even walking the hands up towards the ankle or the toes more. And falling deeper into this nice stretch here. Starting to get some hamstring stretch as well. And then we're going to slowly walk the hands in, bringing that torso up once again. Let's take it to a good quad stretch here. So keep the left leg as is. I want you to take that right leg, swing it behind you. So my right heel is touching my hip back there. Squaring the hips, we're going to walk it back. So you might look different here. First you start here. My palms are behind my back. You can open up the chest, maybe even thrust it a little bit more forward to pull that into a heart opener or shoulder stretch. As well as through the rib cage. If you want to take this a little bit more into a more, not advanced, but intermediate stretch, you can walk it back to the elbows. Now, I'm facing you this way because I want you to see. This knee, I don't want you to raise it up. If it's raising up, that means your torso needs to come up. If you can take it back to your elbows, make sure you're pressing that knee further into the floor. And here, you can relax the neck muscles by just dropping the head. More advanced, you can take that stretch all the way down to your shoulders. But again, this knee has to stay planted into the earth. So once you're there, whatever your position is, hands, elbows, or onto your shoulders, start pressing that knee further into the floor. What that does is you'll start to feel that stretch creep up higher all the way up to the hip. So it just deepens that stretch, and it's a subtle movement. It's just pressing that knee down into the floor. Let's hold it here. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep pressing that knee down. 5, 4. Keep breathing. Nice deep breaths. 3, 2, or 1. Wherever you are, begin to walk it up nice and gentle. You're going to swing that right leg around, left leg extended, shake it out. Going to the other side. Okay, so now we're bringing the right leg in, tucking the heel inside. Flexed left foot, going into that nice side stretch that starts to bring in your hamstring stretch. So left elbow in line with the left knee. Let's flip the palm facing up. Inhale, scoop the right arm up and over, pressing that right hip down and lengthen. So I'm reaching the same direction as my toe. I'm also keeping this left foot flexed to keep the left leg nice and active. And reach. Keep pressing that hip into the mat, that right hip. Holding. And breathe through it. Extending a little bit further. And then slowly bring the body back up. Now left hand on the outside of my left leg or hip, right hand on the inside. Twist the body, the torso, so it's in line as much as possible. And then keep that foot flexed. Begin to walk the hands out, taking that nice forward fold. So again, like on the other side, if you want to take this further, you would take the right hand this time. Grab the outer edge of the left foot. Now we're going to twist. Bring that left arm behind you first. Then you're going to start to twist the torso and aim that right ear towards the left knee. So that deepens this side body stretch on the right side all the way here, all the way up. If you're just facing the knee, maybe you can walk the hands a little bit more towards the toes or the ankles, dropping the forehead a little bit closer down towards the shin or the knee. A couple more breaths here. See, the yoga stretches should really make you feel good, maybe challenging or challenged, but also good, not cause any pain. The second you start to feel pain, please back off of it. Now, we're going to walk our hands in, bringing that torso up once again. Now, we're going to bring this left leg behind us. So quad stretch on this side now. So you'll also notice that one side might be a little bit more flexible than the other. It's perfectly fine. So start to bring it down wherever that is for you. So if you're on your elbows, remember, drop the neck so you're not creating muscle tension throughout the shoulders and the neck here. Wherever that is, start pressing that left knee deeper into the floor, activating all the way up this quad muscle to the hip bone. Let's hold it. Press that knee down. Maybe even start to square the hip bones further, or square, correct English here, squarer to the ceiling. Keep pressing it down. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to walk it back up or lift it back up. Swing that left leg around. Extend that right. Shake it out. Kind of flex and point the feet. Flex and point the feet. A few times. Now we're going to swing the legs around. One of my favorite stretches is the cat-cow. So palms in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. Start with a nice flat back. The crown of your head is forward. So you don't want to dump it down. You want to stay here. Now, it is going to change direction, your gaze is, as we move through cat and cow. So inhale, you're going to drop the belly down, pull those shoulder blades back. So big arch as much as you can do, gaze up. As you exhale, you're going to push into those palms, start to round the back up towards the ceiling. Then you're going to tuck the chin towards the hips at the end of the breath. Inhale, drop it down into cow. Exhale into your cat. See if you can arch even more. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Let's do one more. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Flatten it out. Now, we're going to take our extension through our legs. Give your legs a nice big stretch. I'm going to extend my right leg onto the ball of the right foot and just kind of bounce the heel back. back. Getting a nice stretch through the Achilles, your heels, your calves here. Inhale that leg up, extend, point the toe, flex, point, flex, point. Now I want you to cross that leg back and over the left, drop it to the ball of the foot, and then press that heel back. Press into the right palm, and you're crunching into the left side, your left obliques here, creating some extension on the right side, gazing at that right heel. And then release. Bring it back to center. Left leg extends onto the left ball of your foot, pressing that left heel back. So bouncing it back. Nice stretch through the heel, the calf there. And then inhale, left leg up. Flex and point the foot. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. I'm off here. Point the toe. Now we're going to bring that leg up and over. Drop it to the ball of the left foot now. Press into that ball of the left foot, pushing that heel back. Now press into the left palm. Crunch into the right side, your right obliques here, creating stretch on the left side here. So my left shoulder is also kind of curving around. And slow release. Bring that left leg around. You're going to walk the hands out, going into puppy dog stretch. So walk the hands out. You're going to drop your forehead to the floor. Wide fingertip spread here. Pressing the palms nice and firmly into the mat. So I want you to keep the hips in line with the knees here. And forehead down. You should feel a nice stretch through the upper body, the belly even, shoulders, the armpits. Breathing into this position. If you have a super flexible back, you can drop your chin to the mat. Your body will tell you immediately as you go into that, if you try it, whether you can do it or not. Trust me. So holding it here. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin to walk those hands in. We're going into a nice shoulder stretch here. So it's kind of, they call it thread the needle. You're going to inhale that right arm up. Exhale, you're going to tuck it underneath on your left side. We're going to drop our right shoulder onto or right cheek onto the mat. So you have options here. You can take your left arm, extend it out, and kind of square the left shoulder down towards the mat. Or you can bring it behind you, grabbing the opposite thigh, and then kind of open up that left shoulder towards the ceiling. This gives you more weight onto that right shoulder to give it a good stretch. So you've got options. You can kind of relax the eyes here if you'd like. Just melting into this position, waking up that shoulder. If you slept on it wrong or too hard, I know I've done that. This is a good one. A couple more breaths here. And then slowly release that left arm. Bring it in. Bring it back up to your tabletop where the flat back is. Inhale the left arm up. And now exhale. You're going to thread it underneath the right, bringing the left cheek to the mat now. So you like the options on the other side. You can take that right arm, extend it, then square the right shoulder to the mat. Or swing it behind your back, grabbing the opposite thigh, and open up right shoulder to the ceiling. Keep holding it here. Couple more breaths in here. And slow release. Swing that right arm around. Bring it back up to tabletop. Now we're going to tuck our toes and then lift the knees back up into a downward facing dog. So you'll notice if you've done other flows, or I should say any flows in yoga, downward facing dog is always in it many times over and over. But this is a great stretch. Not only are you building shoulder strength here, but you're stretching the hamstrings, the calves, your upper back, mid back, shoulders. I mean, it's an amazing pose. So usually in a flow, you're bringing this into the flow part of it, going into a chaturanga, the push-up. So inhale the heels up. Exhale, press the heels down towards the mat. We won't stay here too long. Inhale the heels up. Exhale, pressing the heels down. They may not be reaching the floor just quite yet, and that's perfectly fine. What I want you to pay attention, though, is are you squinching your shoulders together back here? If you are, I want you to take the shoulders, press them out, and the armpits down towards the mat, then push back. So it's like you're hugging the shoulder blades around the rib cage. Another deep breath here. Press the hips back. Keep pressing the heels down. You can also keep a micro bend in the knees if you need to. If you're not super flexible in the hamstrings, please start with the knees bent, actually. And slowly lift the heels up and start to tippy toe. You can keep the knees bent if you need to. Tippy toe your way towards your hands. So deepening that hamstring stretch, we're going to bend the knees, grabbing opposite elbows here. So like that's an anchor. It's just kind of weighing your body down. No tension in the neck. So go ahead and shake your head yes and no. Bobble it around. Release the tension. Think about keeping the space tight between the belly and the thighs here. Now, if you have to keep the knees bent the whole time, please do so. You're still getting that hamstring stretch, lifting the hips further and further up towards the ceiling, rooting the feet into the mat. Nice and strong here. Releasing any tension in the neck, lengthening through the spine, just letting it hang, letting it go. You can also kind of sway back and forth. If you want to baby step your way into straighter or both straight legs, maybe shift your weight into the right leg. So my right knee's bent, then press that left heel, straightening the left leg here into the mat. And then switch it out. Bend the left leg. Press that right heel into the mat, straightening the right leg. Just kind of alternating it back and forth. Maybe that's all you do instead of straightening both legs. Just kind of working your way into the straight legs eventually. I promise you with consistency that will happen. But that's the thing with yoga. You don't feel it or see any changes. Same thing with anything in life is you've got to be consistent at it. Don't fear it. Yoga is for everybody. However, if there is any specific ailments, always check with your doctor first. Couple more breaths here. Now releasing those elbows. I want you to deepen the knee bend. Place your palms on top of the knees, just above. Now you're going to arch your back and hollow out the belly as you gently roll the body all the way up to standing position. Once you get up, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Palms meet. And exhale, thumbs to heart center. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. I want you to, I'm going to face you this way, or turn around. I want you to bring your hands to your lower back. Pull those elbows together. Little back stretch here. Feet about hip width distance apart. Now, tuck the pelvis forward. So think about bringing tailbone to the back of your thighs. Pull those elbows. Heart opener here. So you're already stretching the rib cage. Now, like you're diving backwards over a big beach ball, you're going to lift up first. Lift up first. Remember that pressing the hips forward, then take your back bend. So you may be here, or you may start to go a little deeper into it. Hold. Keep the protection on the lower back with those hands. Don't release the pressure there. Holding, and then slowly bring it up. Stacking the spine once again. Release the hands and shake them out. All right, inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, scoop it up. Slow dive forward all the way over. You can start to bend the knees if you need to. So I want you to bring your left foot center. We're going to go into a nice IT band stretch. You're going to bring your right leg behind the left, bringing about a foot in between. Then you're going to start to roll to the outer edges of the left and the right foot. Keeping that forward fold here, so you may need to be here, or you can take a deeper forward fold. The goal here is to feel the IT band stretch here. More so, you're going to feel it, I think, on that left leg. It just depends. So we're doing both sides. Deepening that stretch by rolling a little bit deeper or more into the outer edge of the foot. Let's hold 10, 9. If you've got tension in the neck, go ahead and release it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to flatten out the left foot. Swing that right around. Bring the right foot where the left foot is. Now you're going to swing the left foot around, creating that foot space, 10 to 12 inches. Then start to roll to the outer edge of both feet. Release the tension in the neck. Sometimes we don't realize we're doing it, but if you're trying to look up at the camera or the phone or computer, whatever you're watching this on, you're creating that tension. So just try and listen to my words and follow the cues right now. Enjoying that IT band stretch, which is, for me, kind of a hurt so good feeling, right? And we're going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flatten out the right foot. Swing the left foot around. Now I want you to walk your feet out a little bit wider than your mat. You're going to turn the toes out. We're going to take this into a hip opener. So you're going to squat down, finding your correct position. Everybody's different here. So dropping the hips. I want the right elbow and left elbow on the inside of the knees, palms in prayer, and drop the hips. If you're super tight, you can drop your hands to the mat and just kind of hunker down. Keep pushing those knees in line with the toes, with the elbows if you can, until you can fully drop and bring your hands to prayer. So we'll hold this, a few breaths. Let's count. 10, 9, tall spine, so no hunching over. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So bring hands down to the mat. You can bring them behind you. Now we're going to sit down. It's going to go into some twists here. So feet planted on the mat, arms in front of you. Roll the shoulders back like you're holding one of those weighted balls. So I want them active arms and shoulders. We're going to hollow out the belly, bringing one vertebrae at a time to the mat. Pressing the feet into the floor, coming all the way down. Now, once you're down, straighten the legs. You're going to bring that right knee, point the toes in to the chest. So grabbing opposite elbows here, give a nice squeeze. Rotate the right ankle around in circles. Active left leg, please. So point or flex the foot. Rotate the other way with the right ankle. Now I want you to take that knee outside of the rib cage, squeeze it up towards the armpits. Or armpit, I should say. So really lengthening here through that left side and the left hip. Now you're going to take that left hand, guide the knee across the torso here. I'm going to extend my right arm out, palm facing down, pulling that knee down towards the floor. Now, little trick here to deepen this twist. You'll notice that right shoulder's trying to float up. Press it back down to the mat. That may need the knee has to come up a little bit higher, but I want both shoulders flat to the mat. Now you can gaze over the right shoulder. Keep that twist, deepening the twist further and further on the exhales. Twists are really great. Get the digestive system going. Detox that system. Let's go 10, 9. Keep twisting. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sometimes you can get a self-adjustment doing that. Feels really good. Switch it out. Right leg down. Right leg must stay active, so flex or point, your choice. Squeeze left knee, grabbing opposite elbows or forearms and squeeze. Rotate that left ankle around in circles. And reverse it. Popping that ankle. Now take that knee off to the side of the rib cage. Squeeze it up towards that left armpit. You'll take notice you probably can get it up higher on the outside of the ribs. Slow release, taking the right hand now to the knee, extending left arm palm facing down, and we're going to take that twist. So watch my left shoulder tries to lift. I'm going to take it and press it down. Now my knee came up a little bit more. Here comes Rambo to check my form. And pull that knee as much as you can without hurting anything. We have to sometimes be very careful with deepening twists here. So keep breathing, twisting further and further on the exhales. He's my yoga buddy. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow release. Go ahead and bring both knees into your chest and give it a good squeeze. Rock side to side here. And then center it out. I want you to extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Flex the feet. Palms facing down on either side of you. Yes, he likes the form. Press the heels up. I want you to press the lumbar into the mat. And then activating that core, you're going to begin to drop the legs down towards the floor. Nice and strong, steady, controlled. Maybe even hover if you want some extra core strength here. Stop and pause for a few seconds. Creates that little shake in your core. And hold and breathe. And then you can slowly drop the heels down. And release. Flip the palms up. Take a few deep breaths here. Into your Savasana. Scanning the body. Taking notice of how it feels after a few stretches. If there's anything that you need to maybe stretch out more, take notice of that. And if you want a longer Savasana or meditation, just go ahead and pause the video and stay in it for as long as you need. I'm going to gently reach my arms way up over my head for a big stretch. Arch the back, stretch the belly, point the toes here. Activate those quads. And then as I exhale, I'm going to begin to roll to my right side, nice and slow, into fetal position. Or then I'm going to take my left palm and press into the floor to bring my body up into a seated position once again, where we'll meet. Stacking the heel or the ankles in front of each other, hands lightly on the knees. Let's bow the chin towards the chest. And then inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin to center. Roll the shoulders forward and back, forward, all the way up to the ears and then down and back. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Reach for the sky, stretch through the ribs. Exhale, press the palms together and pull the thumbs down to heart center. The light within me recognizes the light within you and honors that beautiful light. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope these stretches get your day going or even end your day nicely. I hope that you continue your yoga practice. If you are a beginner, please, like I said earlier, do not be fearful of it. Do not be intimidated. Yoga is for everyone. And just remember, consistency, you will see the change. You will feel the difference. I promise you. I look forward to doing this again soon. Namaste, my friend.